Welcome to this channel. This channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. Today, I'd like to share with you something extremely important. There is a problem in Wing Chun for past 50 years, 60 years. And if this problem is not rectified now, then about, say, 30, 40 years later, the future historian who look into the world martial art will see Wing Chun like a joke. Serious, like a joke. And sure, I say it like this. I'm going to share with you the evidence as what people will see 30, 40 years later, or even today. If it is not rectified, Wing Chun is a joke, okay? The reason why I share this heavy subject today is because yesterday I was in a forum. Somebody posts a history of Wing Chun video. And there are some discussion there. And some friends say, well, Hendrik, what you post is your Wing Chun. Your Wing Chun history. So implicitly, it means everybody can have their Wing Chun history, okay? Well, you can see this all around the world today. Your Wing Chun, my Wing Chun, Hendrik's Wing Chun, John's Wing Chun, David's Wing Chun, every type of Wing Chun. And then every type of Wing Chun have their history of Wing Chun. And everybody have to respect that history. So is that proper? Is that proper? Can we go change the history of China? Call it my China history. Or you change the history of United States of America or Japan or Korea and you say Hendrik's United States of America history. Can I do that? Of course we cannot do that, right? I mean, who can go change all the history and say, this is my history, I tell it my way? One must be kidding. But this is the practice in Wing Chun. For past 140 years, you can see all this kind of thing. Okay? It's all claim, empty claim. There is no evidence in history of China. Hey, there's only one China. And there's only one former history of China. When whatever you claim is not be able to back up by the China historical record, that is not proper. Okay? Not to mention, it is very disrespect on Wing Chun to say it's my Wing Chun, your Wing Chun, or Hendrik's Wing Chun. It's like if we go practice Western boxing, are we going to say that it is Hendrik's Western boxing? Or you practice karate, you say, well, Hendrik's karate. Whenever people, when they put their name in front of their style, let's say that there's no respect on the style. Seriously. They put themselves higher than their style. So Hendrik's style, that means Hendrik put himself higher than the style. Have you ever heard about, like, for example, our friend in Jiu-Jitsu saying, this is my Jiu-Jitsu, or Jiu-Jitsu is always Jiu-Jitsu. For past so many hundreds of years, that is Jiu-Jitsu. Or like in Okinawa, when people talk about Bubishi, everybody respect that Bubishi. Every school can have a variations of what they learn from that Bubishi, but nobody is saying that this is my Bubishi, my way. That just show extreme ego. Well, if you want to do that, why don't you just create your own style? Like Bruce Lee is a good example. He's not doing Wing Chun. He is doing Jeet Kune Do. He founded Jeet Kune Do. He didn't say this is Bruce Lee Wing Chun. It is Jeet Kune Do. So anybody who want to form their own style, call it with your name. If I want to form my style saying that this is Hendrik's style, don't call it Hendrik Wing Chun. So what is Wing Chun? Same with the history, Hendrik's history of Wing Chun. What is that? That is just saying that one do not have a clear mind and one is entirely egoistic. Okay? You look at Japanese martial art, they don't do that. They behave properly with respect. I practice Jiu-Jitsu. Okay? It's not my Jiu-Jitsu, my way of Jiu-Jitsu. Do you know what is Jiu-Jitsu? Or do you know what is Wing Chun before you say my way of Wing Chun? Wing Chun is created by the ancestor hundreds of years ago. It is not created by you or any grandmaster in the past 140 years. That has to be clear, okay? So it is really bad to call it Hendrik's Wing Chun. The same with the history. All those history of Wing Chun, you just read it carefully. Is that for telling the, presenting the proper history of the Chinese? Or it is for promotions for their sifu, and the proper Chinese history or the Wing Chun culture can be distorted at any cost just to promote their sifu or their grand sifu as the king of Wing Chun or whatever. Okay? This is this serious now. You want to talk about Motak? You want to talk about Budo? You look at the Japanese karateka do those kind of stuff, like the Chinese, or like today, everybody in the world, my Wing Chun, your Wing Chun. My Wing Chun history, your Wing Chun history. So saying that, I'm going to share with you what will the people in 30 years later will see. Now, when all of us die here, the old guys, all everybody die, and 30, 40 years later, they're going to check into the YouTube, the internet, to find out what is Wing Chun. So you want to see what is that? By data, by evidence? Let me share with you. So the first thing people will see is when they Google or whatever, internet, doing a research, will be movie. Wing Chun movie, like this one, Grandmaster. Okay? Wing Chun only have 3 hands, Tan Bong Fu. And then this Yip Man movie, okay? The superhero Yip Man. And then this is Yip Man versus 10 black belt. And then this is a Yip Man versus karate master. And then in the movie, like this one, it will portray. Okay, so this karate guy is the 4-dan black belt Kyokutin karate. Okay, notice the term Kyokutin. For some reason, it is only one sound different from Kyokushin. Okay. And then, of course, the karate master say, you know, he want to show the real taste of combat. You know, go watch that movie, okay? And then all those racism stuff, like show you yellow, so forth, taste of real combat. Okay, fight me with your hokey pokey kung fu. This is the movie, show in the movie. Okay. So people will see this. All this movie, your superhero Yip Man and everything. Okay? And your Wing Chun, one Wing Chun can fight 10 people Wing Chun, all this movie. So what is the reality? By records. 1975, Wing Chun fighter was KO by Kyokushin fighter. Publicly. Kyokushin fighter Jogo helped the Wing Chun fighter. After Wing Chun fighter get KO. So is it what you protect here on karate? How people behave? This is a real reality. How a karate fighter of Kyokushin behave. He can KO him, but he can help him as a human. Competition is just a competitions, not this provoking all this racism stuff. Okay? 1996, this is how Wing Chun performed. Okay? 2018 or 2017, look at how the Wing Chun guy fighting a one-arm boxer in China. So this is in Japan, this is in the West, this is in China. How Xi Xiaodong defeated Ding Hao, the Wing Chun guy. So in terms of fighting, that is the reality of what Wing Chun is at this era. And it can be modeled with all whatever happened since 1975 to today is like this. A sphere in front of the Wing Chunner, which is very different than the Chinese Kung Fu by Qi Ji Guang, Wubishi, Wing Chun 1850s, and MMA, which is in a box-like, where this is the Wing Chun, the sphere within the box. So this model is based on 40-something years. Okay, since 1975, you know what is the characteristics. Okay, so there's a reality of Wing Chun. Now, you want to look into documentary? Again, this is from the Chinese, the young Chinese. Oh yeah, he said that Wing Chun and many Chinese Kung Fu is land swimming. This is the letter by Bruce Lee. Okay, Bruce Lee said it. land swimming. And by evidence, you like it or not, the young Chinese have searched this out, sorted out, and make it in the video and show to the entire world. So this is 100,000 people view that, okay? So Wing Chun is a land swimming. This is the documentary of from Japan televisions on Chinese Kung Fu, and this is your Wing Chun. Again, your Yip Man fighting the Japanese military people. This is by Xi Xiaodong, and Xi Xiaodong have 429K subscriber per today. Okay, and this is the Japanese documentary on what Wing Chun is. Again, you look at that. This is from Taiwan. Okay, so this net have this is a news net have a 1.2 million subscriber, 183,500 and so forth watching this. He's saying that you ask him to come and face 10 people. This is a direct questioning Wing Chun. Okay? Because in the movie, he said, I want to fight 10 guys. Okay? So it referred to this movie. Refer to this movie. Okay? So, Wing Chun, in reality, is like that. From your fighting result and from the people from Taiwan, from China, from Japan, and Bruce Lee himself is like that. Okay? So that's what is the evaluations of Wing Chun since 1975 by data, by evidence. And if you want to look into history, people type into the history, you can see all kinds of different type of history. Okay. Now, if you go to the China, the Asia, and here there are people say that you guys Wing Chun couldn't even get it straight on when is Yip Man was born, and you guys Wing Chun are scam artists. And here it said that in book, okay, in writing in book by some grandmaster, Wing Chun or Wing Chun is just a name. It doesn't matter to be legit or not. So it's like Wing Chun is a bastard. No, your last name is legit or not, it doesn't matter. Okay. And then here it say that look at how many people is making a living based on Bruce Lee. Okay. And here you say that how many Wing Chuners are making a living based on Bruce Lee. Okay. And here it said directly, Wing Chun is from Songshan Shaolin Temple. Do you believe? Isn't it that Wing Chun is from Shaolin, from Fujian by Mui? And then here it said that everybody know that Wing Chun is from Mui, is from Fujian, okay? And Wing Chun is passed down, created by Mui and passed down to Yin Wing Chun. How come it is from Songshan Shaolin? But Fatsan Wing Chun, the Grandmaster Yip Man, wrote that in the root of the Wing Chun is from Songshan Shaolin in the book, the biography of Yip Man. Okay. And it's a logic like Shaolin is from India. So that's how people look at that, writing in books, how they view Wing Chuners and Wing Chun. Okay? So if you look at in the reality of the fighting, like the commentary and the evaluations of Bruce Lee on what reality it is, and the history in books and so forth. Tell me, what is Wing Chun? 30 years ago, later, they see that all this evidence based on the movie, the fighting document, the evaluation like from Bruce Lee and other martial artists, and the history from different Chinese grandmaster who is have very high reputations. What is Wing Chun? Tell me, what is Wing Chun? Your Wing Chun make a lot of movies. Your Wing Chun only live in movie. In the real life, what can you do? As the history, you guys can get your history straight. And as in one of those, in that thing, in this particular one, it's calling Wing Chun a bastard. Okay? You want to buy into that? If you're a Wing Chuner, you love Wing Chun, are you going to buy into that? So all these 60 years of your Wing Chun, my Wing Chun, this Wing Chun, that Wing Chun, it boils down to this evidence. Besides making movie, have all those kind of fantasy, in the real life, how does it perform? Well, sorry, Bruce Lee called it land swimming. Okay? As for the history, as I have shown you, the Chinese call it that, you guys couldn't even get your the Yip Man's birth year straight. You all are just scam artists. And people look down on you and say, hey, you know what, Wing Chun? Is it Wing Chun or Wang Chun? It doesn't matter. And is your Yip Man know what he's talking about? Saying that Wing Chun is from Song San? I didn't say a single word on this. I just present to you all this by evidence. You like it or not? You like it or not? It is all here. Okay? So enough is enough of your Wing Chun history, my Wing Chun history, your Wing Chun, my Wing Chun. What is Wing Chun? Get that straight. Otherwise, guarantee, after 30 years, when people check this out, this all is what they were going to make conclusion on what Wing Chun is. And anybody who do those were going down to the tube. Your name was stamped down to the history. So again, what Wing Chun? Do you even know what is Wing Chun? Now, of course, can I change this? No, I cannot change it. But I see the train is crushing. You like it or not, this much data for since 1975 until today. You living in the movie, you living in your own stories. You can live whatever you want, but the world see you differently. When in Asia, in Japan, in China itself, have all this evidence, put it in front of your eyes, when it was evaluated by all this data, can you get away from it? You can. So everybody is going down to the tube. So I share with you today, know what you are talking about. Never say that, oh, Wing Chun according to my lineage. What Wing Chun according to my lineage? You should say that Wing Chun is Wing Chun. My lineage train what we train in this lineage this way. Okay? Your lineage do not represent Wing Chun. Your grandmaster do not represent Wing Chun. It's like I do not represent the United States of America. I can. History is history. The United States of America history is United States of America history. I can say, well, in my opinion, I thought this. That's legit, free thinking, free speech. But who can change the history of United America? Who can change the history of Japan, of China? So it is really, really problematic of mindset when one starts to saying, this is Hendrik's Wing Chun history. My history is different from your history. And reject all the truth which you can track in the history of China and say, this is my way. Sure, my way. You think that all this, the world and everybody here will buy into your way? Do you think the entire world will buy into your way? So it is like you're closing your ear, trying to steal a bell. Or you're living in the fantasy and then you're thinking, oh, the world is according to Hendrik. This is this serious. You're keeping making those kind of movie, like here. I want to fight 10 people. So you are laughed at by this. Okay, this is in Taiwan. Public, this is news. You're keeping making this kind of using others like karate, Kyokutin karate. Okay, how bad it is and so forth. But hey, come on. In the reality, this is the reality. Okay, they have a better art skill than you. They have a better humanity than you. They are not racist. Jogo is Japanese. This is in Japan. He helped him out after he got KO. So you're twisting around history, you're twisting around truth for what? What is the point to do that? To boost your grandmaster, to boost your sifu, to boost your lineage, and you end up that the entire thing collapse. And then you're saying that this is your Wing Chun, my Wing Chun, and all those things for past 140 years. And guess what? If it is your Wing Chun, my Wing Chun, how come everybody end up with this and not according to the Chinese Kung Fu in the history? You are doing this disregard of what you claim, your lineage, his lineage, but everybody copy each other. Now we can just model it this way by evidence of orders since 1975. From Japan to the West to China. Now you're caught, okay? It's like you're violating somebody's pattern and you are caught dead there. So, of course, can I change this when the world is like this deep in the past 60 years or something? Of course, I cannot change it. And of course, this is a reality. Of course, it's going, you see it is going down to the tube already. This channel is just presenting what exists. So at least 30, 40 years later, people can look into that and they can see, oh, this is General Qi Ji Guang in this book. In English, people can say, oh, this is how General Qi Ji Guang do the thing. This is how Wing Chun is by history, technically, and everything. Objectively, this is how the ancient trained in Wing Chun based on today's sports science. At least that is something to tell the truth of what is going on. It is a dead end, hitting a dead end. The train is hitting a dead end already. And people still keeping making movies, making your Wing Chun, my Wing Chun, your history, my Wing Chun history. What? When you gather everything up, you know that it's all made up. Like this book. Like this book. The person who wrote this book jumped gun and is being very assertive without proof to saying that Wing Chun is from Shaolin, from Fujian. Well, and then he questioned that what Grandmaster Yip Man wrote. Sorry, over here, over in Wing Chun Inceptions, it's black and white. Yes, Wing Chun is from Songshan Shaolin Temple. Wing Chun is from Songshan Shaolin Temple based from General Qi Ji Guang. Wing Chun is not from Shaolin or Fujian. Get that straight. We speak by evidence. We speak by evidence, okay? Technical evidence and historical evidence. Now, without all this technical and historic evidence, is that fair for Grandmaster Yip Man? It's not fair. But can you defend anything? From authority, from famous Grandmaster pound you down. And not to mention, no, you don't even give a Grandmaster Yip Man a chance to tell his reason. And you hammer him, say, well, you know, everybody know that Wing Chun is from Fujian Shaolin. The term is everybody know. Okay. Every Southern Shaolin martial arts successor know that Mui is from Fujian. Sorry, I don't buy that BS. You want to talk about that? You show evidence. I don't buy into those Asia way of logic. Those are illogic. And too bad. Sorry to say that General Qi Ji Guang do not use those type of logic. Today's Asia logic is sick. Okay. So again, you get Grandmaster Yip Man there, you use his name to make movie, and then people attack him, you leave it alone, like you pretend you don't see it. Well, Grandmaster Yip Man got no relationship with me, but hey, if you are a martial artist, whatever proper, you need to clear it out. Why do you want to let people going down? So this is how bad it is. Wing Chun is a sticking body short strike. Well, tell me who do sticking body short strike today? So why is a sticking body short strike? By Chi Chi Guang, by Shaolin evidence, by 1850s evidence. You want to argue with that? It's like you look at the pattern, you want to argue pattern, where people already have approval patterns there. So this is what I like to share with you. The train is going down to the drain. I cannot change the world because I'm not the Superman or a savior. I brought this thing up is so that at least people later, 60, 80 years, 100 years later, will say, not every Wing Chuner is no brain. They have evidence to show what Wing Chun is in the 2020 era. As at that time, if the entire Wing Chun is gone already, well, you can expect that with the rates and the massive way of behavior today is gone. I mean, just look at whatever this over here around the world, around the past 48 years or so. You can see it is hopeless already. So this is what I like to share with you. Think about it. I do not expect everybody to be able to change because there's too much invested, too much agenda on this Wing Chun stuff. It is no longer a culture or a history for many, many people. It is a business. But I'm talking about history. It's like anybody who have a right mind will not let their ancestor distorted. So this is what I like to share with you today.